guys finally know my little man's name, Ezri James. And how I came up with that name is I knew James was going to be my son's middle name no matter what. I wanted to name him after my father. My father's name was James Lee. He passed away a couple of years ago, and he was a really, really important person in my life. And if I had a son, I knew that I was always going to give him James as a middle name. So he is Ezri James. As far as his first name goes, Ezri, I never heard of that name before. It is a unisex name. It can be for a girl or a boy. I Googled it. I looked it up. Ezri means helpful. I really liked the name Ezra, but it's just too popular for me. So when I heard Ezri, like an alternative name to Ezra, I just fell in love with it. I was watching biblical baby names on YouTube, and I heard this name, and I knew instantly that was it. As soon as I heard this name, I stopped searching for baby names. His dad didn't agree with it at first. I didn't care. I just kept saying Ezri, I like Ezri, I like Ezri, and finally he was just like, fine, name him Ezri. So, yes, Ezri James. I don't know if you guys are interested in hearing the other names that I considered, but I do have them written down still. There is not a lot because I could not pick a boy's name for nothing. I didn't have like any like super favorite boy names. I had a really hard time trying to find a boy name. I just couldn't find any that I really liked that really stuck with me. But like I said, when I heard Ezri, like I knew it was it. My search was done. But the names that I did have picked out, well, this name his father picked out, which was Amir. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I did like the meaning, which meant prince. But I don't know, I couldn't really see my son being Amir, and it didn't really sound that great with James, Amir James. I don't know, I didn't love it. The next one is Ananias. It's a name that I had picked out for my daughter if she was a boy, so that name has always been on my mind. Ananias James was going to be my daughter if she was a boy, and I just brought that back up on the table, and he didn't like Ananias either. He didn't like anything. Actually, we didn't agree on any name at all. Another name is Preston. I thought Preston James was really cute, but some of you guys know he is having a baby with somebody else, which is part of the reason why we are not together. And they are naming their child, or named their child, I'm not sure if she had it yet, something very similar to Preston. So I knew that Preston was not going to be a name that I can use. Another name that I considered was Zayden. My sister told me this name, and it was one of the first names that I was like, maybe Zayden. I do like Zayden, but it's just, Zayden doesn't sound, I don't want to sound like, Zayden just doesn't sound like a child of color name, you know what I mean? I hate even saying that, but when I think of Zayden, I just think of like this like a lighter color kid with lighter eyes, and my son that's not going to be my son. He's going to be darker. Me and his dad are both black. My daughter, she's white. So I don't know, I just didn't see Zayden, like, I don't know, I couldn't picture him being Zayden. Don't hate me for saying that. Another name I considered was Emmerich. I really thought Emmerich was a pretty cool name, unique. I've never heard it before, but it was a name that I heard on one of the baby name videos. Emmerich James I thought sounded okay, but I didn't go with Emmerich. Ezrin is another one that I considered. When I was thinking of Ezri and I was Googling it to see, if it was a boy or a girl's name, the name Ezrin popped up. And it popped up as a girl's name. And I was like, that's kind of cute too, Ezrin. But I went with Ezri because I just feel like Ezri is more boyish than Ezrin. But yeah, so those are the names that I considered for him. Like I said, I really didn't have a lot. I couldn't think of a boy name. I had a really hard time thinking of a boy's name. For girls, before I found out that he was a boy, I did have a couple of names. I had Jaylee for a girl, only because I wanted to name my baby after my dad, and I thought Jaylee was pretty. It sounded like my dad, James Lee, Jay Lee, but it sounded a little bit too much like my name, which is Jamie. I think Jaylee is so much prettier, though, than Jamie. I wish I was Jaylee. Kyla was another name. It's kind of not popular, but you've definitely heard of the name Kyla. I just thought it went really well with the father's last name. I was planning on giving the baby his last name, and I didn't think he was going to end up leaving me. So Kyla was a name that I liked for a girl. The next one is Hartley. Hartley is something I wish I would have named my daughter. Her name is Yulelah, and when she was born, I don't know, I didn't picture her being so light-skinned and blonde hair and green eyes. Well, she had blue eyes when she was first born. I don't know. I wish I would have named her Hartley because I think she looks more like a Hartley than a Yulelah. But I really love that name, Hartley. The next name is Annalea, which I thought was so beautiful. I think it sounds like a princess. And I just thought of sisters, Yulelah and Annalea. I just thought that sounds so, like it matched. Like it was so pretty. Like that would be like really cute twin names, Yulelah and Annalea. Annalea is so beautiful. I really think that if I have another girl, if I have another kid in the future and it's a girl, I think I'm going to go with Annalea. I just think Annalea is so beautiful. And the last name I had picked out for a girl is Nicole, which I thought was different. I got it from a YouTube dad that I watch. He's hilarious. But his daughter's name is Nicole, and it was the first time I ever heard that name, and I thought it was really pretty. But yeah, I think if I could pick one top name for a girl, it would be Annalea. I really like Annalea and Hartley. Those are two like really pretty names. But yeah, so those are the names that I considered for both boy and girl, and you guys already know my little man's name. Now I can say his name in the vlogs. Ezri James. I think it's so cute. What do you guys think? It's different, right? It's different, but I think it's cute. I could just picture my little Ezri in my arms in a few months. I can't wait to introduce him to you guys. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later.